project, imported some footage, and even created a sequence. But we have not placed any clips in the sequence yet. Let's do it. You can place a clip in the sequence by just dragging the clip from the project panel into the sequence. But we had already seen that. We can also select several clips at once and place them in the sequence, and even select them in different order. All of this is nice and dandy, but maybe it is not the most efficient way to place your clips in the sequence. What about editing? Place everything in the sequence and now just cut the parts that you don't want and reorder the clips in the desired order. Well, that just takes too long, and we don't have all the time in the world to finish our edits. Let's try a different way. Let's mark in and out points in our clips before we even place them into the sequence. We can look at the clips in the project panel using the icon view, and we can hover scrub through our clips. Hover scrubbing is when you place your cursor over a clip icon and the clip plays backwards or forwards as you drag your mouse. If hover scrub doesn't work, press Shift-H, and this will turn it on. By the same token, you can turn it off by pressing the same shortcut. You can hover scrub and use the keyboard shortcut I for in and O for out to mark your in and out points before you put the clip in the sequence. This should give you a sequence that is a little neater. So I would try it in this clip. And in this other one. And now I will drag them into the sequence. Still, this might not be the best way to place the clips in the sequence. Let's try using the source panel. I can double-click any of my clips here in the project panel, and it will open in the preview panel. I can then see a larger preview, and I can easily mark my in and out points in here. To place the clip in the sequence, I can use the shortcuts comma or period. Comma for insert and period for overwrite. We will talk more about those in a later video. As you can see, this works really well, but I am still having issues with the order in which to place my clips. So let's try a different way. This time, let's create a bin to place our clips in. To create a bin, click on this icon in the project panel or use the shortcut, which is Command B for Mac or Control B for Windows. I will now name this bin Storyboard. Okay, now I will open this bin in its own floating panel. All I need to do is double click and there you go. It is now floating. I will move it here out of the way of the preview panel. I can now double click my clip to open it in the preview panel, and I can set in and out points in here. The difference is that now I will drag this clip to the open bin that I have floating here. This will create a clip instance, and I will be able to rename it and reposition it in this panel as I wish. Let's try it with different clips. I will select the next one and I want it from here to here, and now I will drag it to the storyboard bin. Now I have two clips. Let's do it again. I will try with this clip. This time, I will press and hold the Command key on the Mac or the Control key on the Windows as I drag. As you can see, a dialog opens up, and it's now telling me that this is not a clip instance, but a subclip instead. The difference is that the in and out points of a subclip are harder to change. So if you wanted to change them, you would have to edit the subclip instead of just dragging the ends of the clip in the sequence. Let me show you what I mean. I will place a clip instance in the sequence, and notice that I can make the clip longer by dragging the ends. But if I place the subclip in the sequence, I will not be able to make it longer unless I edit the subclip. To edit the subclip, I can right-click it in the project panel and choose Edit Subclip. A new dialog opens up And now I can edit the in and out points in here. I will continue creating clip instances and not subclips, and will do so with a couple more clips. All I have to do now is arrange the clips in the order in which I want to put them, which is easy since I can see the poster frame of each one of the clips. Now I can select and drag to the sequence. Once they are in the sequence, I have already done a rough edit of the program. Not too bad, right? In the next section, we will cover placing a sequence of stills in the timeline. See you then.